All right, everyone, welcome to Jasper's History Facts. Today is April 30th, and on this day in 1789, George Washington became the first president of the United States. So, 1789, people are going to say, well, wait a minute, the war was over for quite a while. What happened afterwards? But there was another government before this. It was the Articles of Confederation. It was kind of a little bit of a, okay, we'll try it your way kind of thing with people that wanted a less powerful federal government. So the anti-federalist. It's kind of a, okay, we'll try your thing. It didn't work. The Articles of Confederation really sucked. You had problems of government didn't have a way to raise taxes, so they couldn't raise any money. So they couldn't really pay the soldiers from the the Revolutionary War, my bad. And they also had problems like different states were making their own currency. So you had New York currency, you had Virginia currency, that kind of stuff. And it just was not working. So they get rid of the Articles of Confederation, come up with what our current system is. And they more or less begged George Washington to be president. The first election is less of an election and more of a, please, George, do it. Everyone wants you to do it. Please. And they had to beg him because George Washington didn't really want to do that. He wasn't... Yeah, he did like the show. He didn't like the spotlight sometimes, especially during the Revolutionary War. He really wanted to be commander-in-chief. But afterwards, he just wanted to go home to Mount Vernon, relax with his wife. But people basically beg him to be president. He's president for 2 terms. Also in his inauguration, he said, this is going to be the proceeding of a fair and free government. We'll see how well he was, huh? You can make your own judgment of that, how well he predicted it, if not. But he's president for 2 terms. He's the one that kind of set that up. There wasn't a thing until the 1940s with Franklin Delano Roosevelt after him, that's when they actually put into law. But before FDR, it was kind of just an unspoken rule of presidents that you didn't go for more than 2 terms, because who was gonna break the streak of Washington? That was kind of the idea. Not many people were gonna do that, but FDR did. But he also gives a warning to the country after he's president, but we'll get to that when he gives up being president. But in my personal opinion, George Washington's probably the most influential presidents ever, and now you know.